sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in Super Bowl 53, away we go. The 2019 AFC Championship game is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick, also the former Utah Ute. It's Alex Smith.
And when people believe in you, it is amazing what you can accomplish. Many thought Alex Smith's career was pretty much over in San Francisco, but a new regime came in, and he resurrected his career in a big way. Took San Francisco to the NFC Championship game before moving on to Kansas City and playing really well for the Chiefs, too.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Smith. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Midfield after a gain of only a couple. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
Play clock winding down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Marcus Peters has been named first-team All-Pro in both of his years in the NFL. In 2015, he had 8 interceptions. In 2016, last season, that dropped to 6, which tells me that he's maximizing the number of times people are throwing the football in his area because you know they're trying to avoid him.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On first down, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Illegal block in the ball. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So we play the quarter here in the AFC Championship game. 7-0 is our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Roethlisberger will throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Roethlisberger, and he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted it.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Smith. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. Both the Steelers and the Chiefs haven't figured out yet how they're going to move the ball through the air. The defenses on both sides have kept points off the board, and it will be interesting to see if they can keep that up.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. For pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
And he lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Smith. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run him now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run again with Hunt. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith now to throw. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So Alex Smith on the sidelines. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. Back to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. First by him near the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. They'll set up to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now back to throw. And he does doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that.
Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety.